Welcome everyone to some more Maplestory. We're as usual, like last time, we are gonna keep playing as this new character, Kain. I feel so tempted to say Kain instead just because, but it's not how it's name pronounced, or it's just interchangeable, and I just heard one of the ways you could pronounce this name. So anyway, yeah, today we're just gonna be doing the quest from these dungeons, and I will unmute the sound effects when we have story quest. And according to the achievements, I think the last ones are just job advancement and level 200 maybe. So yeah, for now I should just focus on this. This dialogue isn't very much different as I am familiar. Go all the way here. Wait, wouldn't it be easier to go teleport? Okay, there we go. And as we know a million times, I have played this a million times, so I know what everything is, so we don't have to read the dialogue. I could just skip it and we could just fight all the enemies and stuff. Also, meanwhile, I decided to get... Yeah. Okay, blah, blah, blah. It's literally the same dialogue. I just realized I just jumped straight into this. Oh yeah, just like last time, beware some noise in the background because, well, there's a dog and my door's not closed, so you'll be hearing random sounds in the hallway much more than, well, in my hallway, much more than usual. Oh, and also between streams, I did kind of mention that I would check if they have the voice actors in English, and no, they didn't enlist them yet. It probably will take a few days because I think they've now been starting to confirm voice actors recently, so I got to keep an eye on any information. I am curious on who voices Kain, though. I'm just very curious, who is the voice actor? Wait, let me go check something. Okay, jump. I can check something related to this. Okay, so it's I think it's actually quest I have to click on in order to do. Because I'm thinking about it, it's the job advancement won't be automatic, right? Because I do want to unmute when we get to that point. Oh yeah, and also, before the stream, okay, earlier today, Friday, in my time, I pretty much woke up, was kind of bored, so I decided to look on my phone, because why not? I always do that. And I was on Twitter, and then I saw this post, I was like, oh, trails stuff. Huh, interesting. And then I actually looked at the post more clearly, because I was still kind of sleepy, at the time. And I was like, wait a second, that's an announcement tweet, by NIS America, and yeah. So, from the tweet, we're getting 4 Trails titles localized officially within 2022 and 2023. And that's exciting because, one, we're finally getting official translations of the Crossbell arc, which is their official game titles being Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure. And I think I mentioned this briefly in the past that I actually watched a fan translation because I wanted to play Cold Steel Saga. But I kind of want, like, it was like kind of reliving through the games in chronological Japan release order. And I wanted to see Crossbell since, you know, I want to be familiar even if it's a fan translation. And okay, give me a second. But yeah, anyways, like, so the point is, okay, my mind just went blank for some reason. Basically, the point being is I wanted to see the story, experience it without having to read a summary. Like, to be familiar with the Crossbow cast, since, you know, Cold Steel 3, 4, like, I mean, like, the entire Cold Steel saga really heavily depends on, like, Crossbow. Like, since, you know, Cold Steel 1 and 2 are set at the same time as Zero and Azure. I said Azure, right? Like, pronunciation. Whatever. I'll worry about it later. Anyways. And it's... I'm so happy it's finally getting localized. Sure, we had to wait a long time, but you have to understand, these games are massive. These games are massive. Like, their scripts are insane. I mean, seriously, it will take... I can already tell it takes a long time to translate those games. Like, from what I know, I think Trails to Azure has the longest script. Like, I don't know how much, but I think it's more than, like, Cold Steel 3. Or is it Cold Steel 3 that's, like, more, like, text-based, like, length? I don't know. But either way, like, the Trails games have, like, mass amounts of dialogue. So, of course, the release dates make sense since they have to translate these 4 games. And all that. Oh yeah, and also, so, like, and one of the... Okay, basically it's 4 titles. Obviously 2 of them is the Crossbell arc finally getting localized. Another one is what was called Hajimari no Kaseki in Japan. And its official localized title is Trails into Reverie. Reverie, I think. So yeah, we're also getting that in 2023. And another title that they're translating, which I kind of didn't expect. I forgot the name. It's like, they call it like, Nayuta, something. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with it. I've heard that it's not really set in Samaria, but it's still technically, like, within the same world of Trails. And it's interesting. I don't know too much about that one, but I guess they kind of wanted to... Oops. Anyways, the point being, I don't know so much about that game, but I do know about the other ones. And also, I can't wait for that, like, to be officially, Oh my god, I had to... Okay, I have no knockback, resistance, apparently. Anyways, the point being, I can't wait for, like, 3 of the titles. I'm not sure about, like, that one... I forgot what it's called. I like the tweet, so it's on NIS America announced it, as well as some other Twitter, pages as well. So it's on there. I'm not too familiar with it, but I think I'll still, like, look into it to see what it's about. But it's so exciting. They're localizing all these titles. To be fair, we've been waiting for the Crossbow one for ages. I mean, it's still gonna be over 10 years since the original Japan release, I mean. But, I mean, hey, it's better than nothing. Better than waiting even more. Or, like, pretty much not having it localized in the first place. Oh, right, sound effects are muted. keep thinking, I'm like, is there supposed to be something? No, I muted it on purpose. Anyways, yeah, it's gonna be pretty exciting for localization stuff with Trails. And I know people are like, oh no, like, we had to wait even longer for, okay, so apparently, like, there's another title in the works called, in Japanese, it's called Kuro no Kaseki, I think. Which some fans are nicknaming Trails in the Dark, or something. No official English title yet. And that's coming in Japan in September, I think, from the last, according to where I last checked. And to be fair, it's like, people have to also understand, it takes a long time to localize these games. Like, translate them. There's like loads and loads of dialogue. It's not easy. So it's like, I hope I don't see too many people complaining about like, oh no, it's gonna take so long for it to release. It's like, guys, it takes so long to translate. And they had to make sure it matches up with the other games too. Like, they had to make sure there's no like dialogue inconsistency. So yeah. I can't wait to see official translations of the Crossbell arc. And especially since, like, Cold Steel does, like, kind of tie in with the events of Crossbell very much. I mean, all the games tie into each other, but Crossbell makes a huge impact on the Cold Steel series since 1 and 2 are, pretty much, like, set during the same time as Zero and Azure. And Cold Steel 3 pretty much continues what happened at the end for both. Well, Cold Steel 2, like, part of the ending continues after the end of Crossbell, like the aftermath stuff. And then you have Cold Steel 3 and 4, which are obviously continuations of both. And yeah. Anyways, I'm excited. Like, I've seen them fan translated, but I told myself that if I want to experience them again, I'm waiting for official translation. And that is obviously what's gonna be the case. It's gonna get officially translated, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be very exciting. I do kind of wonder if they'll have, like, voice acting in it as well for the English. I hope there is. Like, because I know that in the original releases, they have voice acting all over the place. I think mainly for story. I think. I don't know, I watched the playthroughs mute, because I was kind of multitasking with other stuff and didn't want to be distracted. But the point being, I'm excited to check it out. Again, but with official translation. Oh yeah, and also the Trails into Reverie, which is the Hajimari no Kiseki title. I can't wait to see that too, because I think it's supposed to be set after the events of Cold Steel. So I'm excited for that. And of course, that's like 2023, but to be fair, I haven't even played through the Cold Steel games yet, so I don't really mind. I mean, I am playing through the games, but I haven't played much of the first game yet because I've been so busy and I have been lacking the motivation to do so. Oh, yeah, and also coming next year, it's also, I think, if I remember, because I kind of forgot, a Cold Steel, Trails of Cold Steel anime. Not, emphasis on not covering the events of the game. It's its own story. So it's kind of like, I guess we could see it as like a side story that happened in Erebonia, I think. The story's setting. Who knows? I don't know. We don't have much information other than it's obviously not going to be an adaptation. It's more like its own original story, still set in Erebonia. I can't wait though. I'm so curious on what it's going to be because according to what I read, like another bit of information is that they're going to like they're going to, how do I put this? Basically, from what I remember in the article, they're going to also make it into a game, like kind of tie it into a game. So that's gonna be interesting. Oh, got my throat. Like a future game they have in mind. Again, we don't know too much about, things. But hey, at least a lot of interesting, fun news going around. I'm still not over the fact that I learned of this when I was like half asleep, like the 4 games getting localized. Because I saw the tweet, I was like, it didn't even click for a few seconds that it was actually pretty much saying, yes, these are the games that have not been localized. Because I just saw it, I was like, huh, normal. And then then I kind of had to wake myself up again, just to be like, wait a second. Yeah, again, cannot wait. It'll be a long time though, but that's fine. Oh yeah, one thing I had to make sure when I'm playing through Cold Steel 1 and 2 is that because I watch those games, like, I actually did watch those games before I decided to re-experience the series in chronological order, game release order. And oh yeah, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, and okay, so basically the point being is this is going to be the second time I go through Cold Steel 1 and 2. And it's fine because I get to see all the crossbow references. Like, even though I watch a fan translation, obviously the events it's gonna still pretty much still tell the same story anyway. I cannot wait to see, like, all the references, like, actually notice them in Cold Steel 1 and 2. Like, for example, the very beginning, like, which is pretty much a little preview of what's to come, in the game. And I love how, from watching it, like, I was like, oh, they mentioned this thing that I know happens in Crossbell. And it was so interesting. Like, I love seeing those little details. It made, like, the experience, like, so much more enlightening because I know what's happened. I cannot wait. Well, I should wait because it's gonna be a long time from now. I hope they have the voice acting still, like, for English, because I want to hear all their English voice actors again so much. Because, if I'm right, I think all the crossbow characters, except for... Okay, I don't really know because I haven't seen, like... Because I know that they do reappear, but I don't know if they appear in the sense of, like, oh, we'll... How do I better say this? Okay, so I know, the party members, like, and important characters in the game. And I know, like, a lot of them now have, voice actors in English. But I don't know if some of them actually have any at all, because I don't know if they actually reappear in Cold Steel 4, 3, and 4. actually. I don't know if they reappear or not, because I have avoided all kinds of spoilers with those games. Okay, technically I did see Cold Steel 3, mainly just story, because I was curious. But for Cold Steel 4, I avoided everything because I actually wanted to play that game myself. And experience it with all the knowledge of previous games. Because I'm, like, thinking about it, and... like, I don't... like, okay, so... in Trails to Azure, there's 2 more characters that joined the group and are playable, like, for a good portion of the game. And I'm kind of, like, thinking about it, and I'm like... do they have official English voice actors yet, or not? I don't know. That's why I'm so curious. But I have to wait, because I don't want to spoil myself by accident. I know they have new artwork, but I don't know if that's for, like, a different game or not. Oh, I don't want to do this. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna keep doing this, grinding to level 60. Okay, let me go do this real quick. Gosh, I cannot see any of my menus. They're so hard to see. Anyways, is there anything else to talk about? I think that's mostly it. I really am curious on if those 2 characters appear in Cold Steel 4. I don't know. I actually don't know because, you know, again, I'm avoiding spoilers of the game. And I've been avoiding spoilers for so long because I'm like, I really want to experience this game myself. I will say I do know one spoiler, on purpose, because after the end of Cold Steel 3, I'm like, I refuse to acknowledge this happened. So I actually got spoiled that, certain things because I'm like, I don't think I could wait. I want to know. I'm glad I did know because I don't think I could have survived the wait anyway, so. Let's get this. Okay, also add up points. I don't know which one to upgrade first. I do need both of these anyway, so. How many legs? Anyways, what else is new? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this yesterday. Well, I think I did, but I didn't say it during recording. But I have watched the Demon Slayer movie. I actually watched it right before the stream, yesterday. Because, well, I chose to do that at the time because, well, as I know that, like, whenever people enter... Okay, because... How do I better explain this? Okay, obviously I told you guys I am kind of watching over a dog right now, and because if people leave, the dog barks. So I had to wait until the dog won't bark to stream. So I decided to watch the movie to pass the time. And I have really enjoyed it. Okay, to also point out, I have read the Demon Slayer manga last year, after season 1 was finished in the English dub. And so I pretty much know what happens. obviously I'm not gonna say spoilers because that's rude. Oops. But, yeah, so I knew what was gonna happen, but seeing it animated was amazing. I love how they did the fight scenes so much. I mean, the whole anime has really good fight scenes. And, yeah, I really enjoyed it. And of course, as, you know, I knew things were gonna happen, but, like, the anime really made it even more powerful, emotion-wise. Again, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just saying it's a great movie. If you like anime, and all that stuff, manga, etc., like, I recommend Demon Slayer. But of course, don't watch the movie until you've seen season 1, because it's actually the arc set right after, the last one covered in season 1 and all that. It's actually covering the arc, the next arc, so be sure to watch the movie. I don't know if I'm correct. It's been a while because my memory is so bad. Even though I'm still very young, and I don't know why my memory is so bad. Probably has something to do with sitting in my house all the time. Because of, you know, distancing stuff. Anyways, the point being, like, as if I remember correctly, like, there's a season 2 was announced for Demon Slayer, and of course, as I can pretty much tell, obviously said after the arc that the movie covers. So, if you're like interested in the series, be sure to watch the movie after season 1. Otherwise, you're not gonna probably understand anything. I just want to talk about it, but I'm like, no spoilers because it is very spoilery. So. Anyways, what else? Trying to think of something else to talk about because I'm trying to remember something. We're gonna max this out since I could toggle it. That's a little 50. Okay, what else to talk about? I honestly have no idea. Just thinking, and I'm like, I don't really have much else to talk about, do I? Yeah, I don't really have much to talk about. I mean, I could talk about Genshin, but I don't know. Actually, yeah. I will say that, like, I'm thinking about, like, the artifacts I put on, one of my characters. As I probably mentioned earlier, I think. I probably did mention it, but not when I was recording. Again. Now, yeah. That, like, I was just, like, thinking about, like, one of the artifacts I have on one of the characters I have in the game. Like, got from the gacha. And I'm like, I think I need to replace the goblet they have because the substats are so bad. I mean, they're not too bad, but, like, but they only need one of the percent stats. Well, like, it's more like benefit more from 2 of the stats, but like the other 2 stats are really pointless. But I'm also like, do I really want to change it? And I'm like, I can't decide. I'm in a dilemma of uncertainty. And I kind of want to artifact grind again to get something better, but I'm kind of getting things for Kazuha when he's released. And I only need like 1 more, then he's like set. But of course, as you know, RNG is not so friendly in Genshin. Like, I got some pretty good things, but it does take a lot of time to even get them, so... Anyways, what else to talk about? Oh yeah, speaking of Genshin, can't wait to get Kazuha. Oh yeah, that's also like one of the streams next week. Okay, I've been like saving my orbs in the game, Primo Gems basically, but I convert them to Intertwined Fates. And I make sure to convert them correctly because I don't want to end up like someone in the community who actually accidentally converted their Primo Gems to the wrong thing. To the blue ones, not the pink ones. And that is like, oh gosh. I feel so bad for that person. I can say I felt so bad because it's in the past now. And things got better, at least for them, so that's good, considering when that happened, since they were like not spending too much money on the game. It's like for that to happen to them, it's like, that really sucks. Which leads to the thing of always make sure you're you're converting the Primo Gems correctly, or it's easier just to not do it at all, just to save yourself the sad things of accidentally making that mistake. Actually, it didn't have to. I haven't like done something like that yet. I'm very careful with my Primo Gems and always making sure I convert them correctly. Oh, 50. Okay, let's get that. Okay. Didn't menu look different? Oh yeah, I just realized, like, you know how I mentioned like artifact grinding in Genshin? Basically, potentials feel like it worked the exact same way. Potentials in Maplestory work similarly, where you actually have to rely on RNG to get something actually good. Anyways, what else to talk about? I have all these orbs flying around now because I enabled the skill. I waited until I maxed out the thing before I did that. Oh yeah, I just realized I never mentioned... Okay, Maplestory related, I'm gonna mention. I forgot to mention this yesterday, how, like, when I was, like, seeing, like, as the story was, like, you know, playing out, I can't help but notice how, like, there's something about the guy, like, the portraits for, like, the boys in this game, where their eyes, like, like, their eyes go so soft when they're, like, sad or something, and it's like, aww. Just makes you want to hug them. Oh my god, game, why you do this? Somehow, Kain is so much more fun to play. Just like my Angelic Buster. Oh, and also speaking of which, I forgot to mention this. So as you all know, because, you know, the story said it already. Kain is part of the technically forgotten Black Nova, which worship, like, a demon dragon god or something. Basically, the reason why he doesn't have horns and wings, tail, all that, is because from what I read, their kind was I think, okay, as we know, like, their kind was, like, casted away, and, like, there was, like, the purge or something. And from what I've heard, I don't know if the game will mention it anyway, but the reason they don't have their dragon characteristics is because in order to save themselves, like, the surviving ones, like, removed them. Probably in the same way that Kadena, has done when she wanted to, like, not be recognized by anyone for being, like, the missing royal or something. So yeah, that's something I forgot to mention because, like, it completely jumped over, like maybe I sort of forgot to mention it, last time. But it's interesting to know since, you know, like, that is, like, a bit of story related to, yeah. Okay, keep on doing these quests. Oh, right. To do this. Skipped over the enemies I had to defeat. I can't wait to get to level 200 as Kain here. Because I want to get the event stuff for reaching that level. In order to do that, I actually have to make sure I level grind as fast as possible before I think the 20th of July. And also, okay, now that I think about it, okay, there is something I do want to mention. So, to anyone who's obviously, like, a fan of Genshin, looking into the content and all that, they released a character teaser for Kazuha, and obviously I watched that, and I was like, oh, so cool! Something people keep talking about is how, like, among the different languages, like, Kazuha calls Beto by a different title, while in English, he calls Beto by name. And I am not over this one comment so much. And guess what the comment was? The comment was like, part of their comment was like, strangers call each other by first names. And to like, make like a point. And it's like, that's the dumbest argument I have seen. And here's why. In English, we call like people, like, in English, like, to be respectful to like certain people, like adults basically, we usually say Miss, and or Mr. or something like, and then their last name. In English, we usually refer people who are like friends, siblings, cousins, or like someone within our age or something by first name. Well, if we're like close to them. So basically, the person's argument makes it sound like, so you're saying that they're strangers. Like, you're saying these kind of, like, other people, like siblings, friends, are strangers just for calling them by first name. Like, that's what it feels like to me. Like, that argument that person apparently had. That's how it sounded like to me. It's like, strangers call each other by first names. It's like, so you're saying that these people, in English, you're saying that people who are friends are not really friends because they call each other by first name. It makes it kind. Oh gosh. Scary things. Oh. It's okay, sorry for being quiet. I just heard something scary outside. I'm like, oh gosh, what is that? Oh, that made my heart uneasy because I just felt like the rumbling and I'm just like, what is that? It's not an earthquake, so I guess it's okay. I don't really live in a region where earthquakes happen, by the way, so I'm like, yeah. I will say I did experience an earthquake at some point because, at least over 10 years ago, a small one at least happened, and it was pretty scary. I mean, sure, it's a small one, not too serious, but it was, like, the first time, I think, in, like, so long that it actually happened in the area I live in. And it's the first one I've actually experienced, which is something because, you know, I used to live on the Pacific coast where there are earthquakes anyway. There probably were some, but I was probably very young when they happened, so I obviously didn't know. Anyways, back to the conversation at hand. So, like, that argument I saw really made no sense, because it's like, strangers call each other by first names, and or something. It's like, why couldn't you say this better first? But it's more the argument of them saying strangers call each other by first names, because I'm like, why would you do this? I mean, it's more like acquaintance, actually. Yeah, I think is the better term they're trying to use. But it's like, their argument saying that makes no sense, because, like, siblings call each other by first names. Like, best friends call each other by first names. You're saying that those apply in the same group to your argument. And it's like, it makes no sense. It bothers me to no end that someone actually said that. Because I'm like, why would you say this? It's a dumb argument. And also to point out, when I play Genshin, be sure to read the rules in the chat, because if I see any of you breaking a certain one of the rules constantly, or at least like once, you get timed out. And if you do it again, I will actually, well, time out again. And then if it happens third time, yeah. It's like, I'm not gonna deal with it anymore. Where am I going? Oh, right. Okay, let's go sell some things. I should probably also put, like, the items on by now because, well, obviously I should. But I'm also like, I don't know. I just, like, don't really do that. Oops. have a million mesas. Why do I still have these? Got to take away the random quest items. Anyways, let's see. Oh, right, this quest. Almost crossed over my mind for a brief moment. Okay, anyways. Is there anything else to talk about? I don't know. Okay, upgrade these points. Okay, I'm not really thinking of anything to talk about. So I actually don't know. I'm trying to think of something, and I'm like, I pretty much just mentioned what I have mentioned already, like, thought about already. Okay, let's go back. Use this title. Okay, let's okay, what next? Let's do this one. Okay, blah blah. Make sure I unmute before the job advancement. The sound effects. I mean, there's probably nothing, but I just want to make sure because of, you know, there's sound effects or anything. Because Maplestory has not decided to separate the sound effects options. Okay, now we got maxed out. Okay, blah blah. I'm gonna click the button. Click on this. There we go. Okay. And I wish there's something I want to talk about, but I can't remember anything to talk about. You know, okay, I know I mentioned it earlier that like I was like earthquake stuff. Now that I remember, I'm like, okay, so as I mentioned, I did experience like one earthquake over like almost over. Oh, actually, it's more like almost 10 years ago. I think, by now. And thinking about it, like, one thing I remember about that day was that I was playing Maplestory, and I was kind of doing a party quest with, like, some random people, because that was something we still did back then. On one of my old characters I don't know if I have anymore. I don't know. But the point being, I was, like, I was doing, like, a party quest. And, like, when it happened, I was, like, so confused. Because part of me thought it was, like, the washer in my house for some reason. Because, or actually the dryer. Because back then, I think it was kind of faulty. And it kind of goes weird when it's done. But obviously it wasn't. And then I was like, okay, basically it went and gone by and all that. And ever since I was like, and because I was playing, I was so scared to like play so much at that point because I was like, I don't know what to do. Because I was like, I was basically scared from all that. Yeah, somehow I remember that day because I was, yeah. And also, interesting enough, I did follow people who actually experienced the same earthquake, so I got to see their post, like, here and there. Oh, and by that I meant, like, YouTube video stuff, because I saw someone uploaded a quick video where they're just like, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so terrified. Yeah. That happened. Almost 10 years ago now. Oh, I just remembered. So, as you all know, I read webcomics. Oh, right, now that I remember, like, okay, so one of the webcomics I read is now on break until, like, a few months from now. And, in the, story, okay, I had this, like, whole theory going on, like, oh, like, could this person be related to this person? Turns out, obviously, it wasn't true. Which, I'm okay with, because I was, like, the more I thought about it, the more, like, there were, like, flaws in my theory. So, it didn't make sense. It didn't hold water at all. But I was still right about something, that they definitely have lied about their ability. So, like, there's definitely some truth behind my theory that there's something going on where, like, this is the case. And not only that, but, well, my theory was wrong. We just still didn't get to see, like, the character's mom. Like, a glimpse of her. And I wonder if, like, if her absence has something to do with this, like, other character having a certain ability as well. Because it's really suspicious. Like, and I'm very curious. Like, I cannot wait to know more when the story continues. I wonder if when the story continues, the creator has a chapter which pretty much has, like, a bit of flashback about the character's mom and what happened to her. Like, at least, like, how she, like, ends up disappearing out of the blue. Because from what I know, she was not, like, has not been, like, talked about throughout the entire story until this point. I think. I don't remember, like, the character's dad mentioning his mom at all, so I'm just, like, wondering. It's... please press the buttons. Anyway, so yeah, I'm, like, very curious because I don't think the mom was ever mentioned, but in a way she was, because, like, the dad had no ability while obviously their kid, who's one of the main characters of the story, obviously has an ability. So obviously it's safe to assume that he got it from his mom, but it's also like, what happened to the mom? And considering how unique his ability is, like, compared to, like, the other characters so far, it definitely seems like maybe experimentation went on, that someone else has got that ability as well through, very corrupt means, maybe. I wonder. It's interesting. Interesting possibility. But of course, we have to wait and find out because I don't want to speculate too much, just in case. But I will definitely be looking out for future updates to it when it continues. Also, what else? I'm trying to think of more webcomic stuff because I just... Oh yeah, and also I started reading a new webcomic because why not? You know, like as webcomics... Oh, there goes the dog. As webcomics finish, like, come to conclusion and all that, or go on break, I, you know, want to read more of them because I want to have more stories to read. Also, now that I think about this other story I read, like, which was one of the first webcomics I read on the platform, Webtoons. I'm like thinking about it, it's like, I swear the genre used to be romance before it changed to drama. I don't know why. I feel like it is. I don't remember because it's been so long. I swear it used to be like a romance for some reason. I think it still technically is, but I don't think multi-category stuff is the thing when it's a webtoon original labeled one. Not like original as in like it's Webtoons like company, but it's like more like how the system works. It's like originals on Webtoons is basically like original stories like that are uploaded daily. Not daily, weekly. I didn't mean to say daily. If it's daily, that is very exhausting. Oh, I'm done with this quest. Oh my gosh. I just got a video notification of a YouTube video where someone is like, everyone keeps saying that this person's... Oops. Like, this person's run of, like, of getting a perfect for a song is, like, it's totally fake. But it's not. And it's like, why is everyone constantly saying it's fake? It's like, the person has a webcam, has played it so many times. It's like... It's so confusing. I know people just do that because, you know, they just like to do that, but it's like... They're playing the song again more recently, but with a different controller just to prove a point, and I'm like, geez, that's insane. Now that I think about it, like, for Project Diva, I still had to finish my edit of a song. Because obviously, I think I mentioned this a while back, that I'm pretty much working on 2 edits. One of them is done already and is uploaded on YouTube. And, oops. And I'm still working on... Okay, technically the one I uploaded to YouTube is the second edit I made, but it's the first one I finished. Because it, like, I didn't make a PV for it, and I just put a chart over a picture. For the first one I started working on, I am making a PV for it. I mainly made the second one because I love the opening theme so much, and... Like, I love the opening theme so much that I wanted to make a quick chart for it. I wish I got more views though, because I mean, if I actually tagged it a little better, maybe it will get views, because it is the Skate the Infinity opening theme, the full version. We're getting close to the point where we get the job advancement. Okay, I don't know if it's automatic. Also, after our job advancement, I will take a tiny short break as well. So, yeah, just a heads up. Oh, level 60. Job advancement. Also, we're gonna unmute because I don't know if there's like things. I always want to make sure because like I do want to read the story stuff. Wait, where do I get my job advancement? Do I have to leave? What? Oh, we already got it? Wait, no we didn't. What? Now it's starting to click. Okay. Put these on. I can't. Oh, I have to get out of here. Okay. We'll come back here a bit later. I have to actually leave this zone. Okay, now I can start it. Why does it have to be so specific? Anyways. Okay, there is dialogue. Kain, how have you been? Romina, is something the matter? Could you come over? Granny wants to talk to you. Maybe you should visit Granny and the kids for a change. Yes. Dumplings! Hey, don't eat all of them. Some things never change. The community council's taken over security. So far, we haven't had any big incidents, thanks to them. Speaking of the council, there's something I need to tell you. They went to retrieve the boss's body, like we asked them to, but they said it wasn't there at all. I looked into it myself, and I don't think they're lying. That can't be. Did upper management get to her body first? The council did find something while they were in the building. Here, it's a note for you. Kain, if you want to know how to get back to your hometown, let's talk. I'll be waiting on the HQ rooftop. Signed, Ellen. Sounds like a trap. She's not that kind of person. Actually, now that I think about it, she could be. long time no see, Kain. I never did properly thank you for letting me live. Ellen. No choker, huh? You must have gotten your memories back. More or less. Some of them are still cloudy. Really? Huh. Mine came back loud and clear. Which you'd think would be a good thing, but most of them weren't exactly happy. Worst part is, I still can't go home, not with this choker on. If they do send anybody after me, right into my hometown, I don't want to think about that. You said you had something to tell me. About your hometown, yeah. Turns out you wrote me a note before you lost your memories in the first place. Here, let me just throw it to you. These are coordinates. I looked them up. It's some out-of-the-way place by the moons of Grandis. I mean, good luck getting there without a ship, but yeah. Home. I have a home. Hey now, let's not get too sentimental. So now that I've done you a favor, how about you do me one? What do you want? Not much. I just thought maybe you could introduce me to the shadow dealers. Did you now? I figured maybe they could help me get this choker off. There's still that bounty on my head, right? Might be faster to just turn me in. Yeah, right. A fast trip to the afterlife, maybe. Alright, I'll put in a good word for you. In the meantime, you should put together something to sell them. Oh, don't worry about that. I've got a bunch of information for sale. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back.
Please, spare us. I'll do anything.
Fierce anger, infinite hatred, and murderous intent flood her entire body. Interesting. What does this metal look like? Oh, it looks like that. Put it up here. Yeah, that's it? Yeah, that's it. For now. Oh, here we go. Strike arrow again. Oh well, I don't even know what to do here. You don't have shaft break cartridges ready? Oh wow, this... Oh boy, this is gonna take a while to understand. Oh, whoops. Can't press buttons, apparently. Okay, and also this is a good time to take a short break, so I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, I returned. Okay, let's go back. Let's go at least finish this whole area. Oh yeah, one thing I have seen already, because I forgot to mention it. So as you all know, I always look into what's going on in KMS. which pretty much has updates that will eventually be in global in just like at least half a year. And from what I've seen, there is a new class being added again in the game. I mean, it's not so bad. I like seeing more characters. And from what I've seen, I haven't seen too much because I didn't read the information like in depth yet. I will have to do that later. But it's a new character, another girl added to the list of characters. And she's of the Anima race, I think, from what I read. Another Grandis character, basically. So basically, like Ho Young, and I think she's she's a mage, from what I've seen. And I think, and I say I think because I should really go into like some blog posts and read more about it. She's supposed to be like a ram or a lamb, like a little like she has like horns that made me think of sheep. I don't know. Have to wait and check it out later to know, because again I don't know too much. I just heard about that she's a new character added to KMS, which we'll eventually get this summer, obviously. MP. Oh, that is MP increase. Also, at the moment, I'm not looking too much into KMS's stuff right now because I kind of want to focus on other things. Wait, what is the update called, though? This one's called the Neo update, so... Oh, I left Pixiv opened, a website where people share their artwork on. I left that open. Is it on the blog? Yeah, new Anima Mage Lara? How am I supposed to pronounce that? Well, we don't know, so, you know. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna check this out. Romantic Geomancer Lara? That'll be interesting. Okay, I don't want to see skills. I usually don't read skills ahead of time because I'm like, oh, pretty animation, but I'm not gonna bother knowing what they are until the character's actually released. Oh, that's it. That's it of that blog post. Oh, so the Canvas's new update is literally titled Maple Live. Huh, interesting. Well, that kind of breaks the trend of how we all thought the updates are gonna eventually be an acronym for Grandis. Because something I remember seeing was that someone was like, huh, these updates have convenient names that start with very interesting letters. With it being basically, like, okay, we have the Glory update, starts with G, then we have the Rise update, starts with R. We have the Awake update, starts with A, and then we have the Neo update, which starts with N. And at that point, we were all like, are they gonna spell Grandist? Nope. They're not gonna spell it. The next update starts with an M. So, it breaks the trend. I was so hoping if they called it, like, to keep up the theme naming. Who knows? Maybe the English one will be different. Probably not. Oh, right. let's go add up these things. Okay, let's do this. I wonder if I could get to level 100 today. I'm gonna try to get to that level today so I can, yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking about webcomics earlier. I just remembered. So something I wanted to mention along with it is that, okay, one of the webcomics I'm reading, like, it's one of the newer webcomics. I forgot to mention that I did start reading a new one. It's one of the newer webcomics that, yeah, basically it's one of the newer webcomics, and, it's interesting. So, without obviously spoiling it, I mean, there's not really much spoiler since the summary it's basically in the summary. Like, basically, how do I explain this? I don't know. It's probably too difficult for me to explain. The point being, I started reading it, and it is interesting so far. I'm curious on like what will happen as it progresses. I'm very curious, but we have to wait. Oh, and also, now that I think about it, I think I'm gonna stop reading another webcomic because I kind of lost interest in it, and because its story is like all over the place, and I'm like, I have no idea what's even supposed to happen. And the dog's making noise. Anyways, yeah. I like reading, I like a lot of the webcomics I'm reading. Like, all of them are so interesting. But also some of them make me go, oh gosh, I don't want to know what happens next, but I have to. Oh, and speaking of which, I'm actually going to be reading one of the completed webcomics on Webtoons pretty soon. Because, I didn't read it initially because I had no idea what it was about. Like, I just saw, like, the advertisement here and there. I didn't know too much, obviously, because I didn't look into it. But now I know something about it, I'm like, I want to read it. I want to read it. So, yeah, I'm gonna read it at some point. And it's also done, so all I have to do, all that's left is obviously read all the chapters. And I can't wait to do that because I really do want to read it. Also, since I don't have classes until August, like, I can actually, like, I have plenty of time to read it, so. seconds because we've done this a million times. Okay, done these. Okay, let's see. Let's get out of here first. Just kidding, I sell a bunch of items that I don't need. I already have 3 mil? Oh, that's quick. Whatever. Anyways. Fine. I guess Sleepy would. Let's get rid of this, this quest. There you go. Because I don't want to do that one. The thing. Okay, collect these medals. Oh, there's skills. Okay, let's get this. And this. Okay, I'm gonna just probably grind here. Maybe. Let's see. It's easier. Well, I want to be level. The next level. So. Right, I keep forgetting. Oh, there's a rune. Let's get it. What to do? There we go. Okay, let's. How many ear riches? Man, the more I think about it, the more I want to read this webcomic so much. Because after like I saw something about it, I was like, I want to read it. I really do. I really want to read it. What was that? Okay. My game lagged. Oh, it's because that person. I was like, why did my game lag? Okay, let's quickly get to next level. Yes, level 65. Wait, can we check something real quick? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Now we can do this. Like, let's do some quest so we can start getting some EXP. Like, from what I know, it is possible to get to almost like without repeats. Repeating like quests and all that, like it is possible to get to level 200 or close to it actually. I mean, like not repeat quests. I mean, and I don't know how long that will take, so that's why I'm just like grinding. Also, I really want to get back to drawing, Kain already, but I had to wait because, well, I can't really, draw right now, so. Oh, the quest has been done for ages. Okay, Drake attack. Let's go get the 250 done here. For the teleporting Maple Guide. There we go. Okay, we're done. Ah, my foot paralyzed. Don't sit on your feet, guys. Always kind of move your legs around. Hey, let's see. I honestly have ran out of things to talk about. Oops, no. Trying to think of what to talk about, I'm like, I'm getting a blank. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I just keep thinking about next week because I really want to pull Kazuha in Genshin. I'm already, like, definitely ready to get him. Well, one, I failed the 50-50. The last time I got the 5th star on the character banners was when I failed 50-50. And it was a very disappointing time considering I really wanted to get Shangli on his second banner. Because I joined the game when his banner had 10 days left, and I only got the pull like 40 times. 10 pulls, basically. And I got no luck. But for Albedo's banner, I decided to pull for him because he's so adorable. And mainly I did get Albedo because he's so adorable. And he turns out to be a very good character in the party. And I got lucky with him. You know, I should probably explain this during the Genshin stream when I get Kazuha, because I'm guaranteed to get him at this point since I failed the 50-50. I just want to say again how, like, it was pretty lucky for me because I didn't even know how pity worked when I was, like, pulling on his banner. So basically, it was a total of 80 pulls when I got my first actual 5-star, which was Diluc, and when I did 10 more without spending money at the time, I actually got Albedo, and I was so happy, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't have to spend $100 to get him. course, I've been spending a little bit of money nowadays, on Genshin. Not too much because I don't want to, you know, go broke. I'm responsible with my spending. And I have now made it a thing where I only want to pull on girl banners. I mean, boy banners in the game. Like, I decided to skip all the girl banners now because there's so many girls in Genshin and there's so few guys. And also that just helps make me save orbs because I have 100 and I decided not to pull on any of the girl banners since I failed 50-50. Okay, jump down, please. Kain, Anyways. I hope there's more guys added to Genshin though, because there's so many girls, and it's like, it's fine if I pull some of the female characters of the game, but when you notice that there is less than half, like, for the guys, in Genshin, there's less than half of the, like, how do I best explain it? Okay, in terms of total for both boys and girls separately in Genshin, there is less than half of the guys in the game compared to, like, yeah. Like, I hope they add more boys to the game. Although, like, a positive thing about it is that there's not too many guys in the game. It's that I have much more time to save for their banners. Like, that's the only good thing. It's because I have more time to save without having to spend so much money on the game. Okay, that's a good level. Good amount of EXP. Always do those. I want to get to level 100 today. I think it's okay if I do some grinding on my own time, so, you know, we could save some time, like, in the future streams. But I usually want to do that when, like, past, like, level, like, a certain level, like, in the hundreds, because that's when it gets, like, a bit more time-consuming to do. Well, as long as I'm able to get to level 200 before the, yeah, before this event ends on the 20th. What's this? Upon using a possessed skill or activating a death domain from Thanatos Descent. Actually, let's not enable that right now. I want to max it out first. Oh, it's a cooldown skill. Huh. I'm trying to decide what to do here with my skills. Okay, one more Drake-related quest. I really had to figure out the skills. I kind of want to wait till 4th job so I know what, and get some levels afterwards. Maybe I could try to get some levels after level 100 so I could try to figure out what to do. Because I do want to figure out the setup without the hyperscales. Okay, also let's get this combo count as well. Surprise mission done. Which means I have to be here for the next few minutes. Okay, let's see. Funny thing about it, has anyone reached level 300 in any of the servers? I actually don't know. I know people obviously have reached level 275 by now, but level 300, which is the cap now, I don't actually know if anyone reached that level yet. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're done with that. We're done with this quest as well. Okay. That is it for those. Yeah, Sleepywood is still though. Okay, let's worry about the skill points later. Strikes, really? Let's just do this quest anyway. Okay, I'm mostly not talking right now because I have no idea what to talk about. When there's just nothing to say, it's just easier to not say anything. side updated? No, not really. I did forget to put this in the slot. Wait, what? Facing the past. Interesting. 'Cause I always like to put the teleport backs things on shift. Oh. Okay. Hmm. Put 2 points there. Put a point here. Point here. And here. Oops. Okay. I don't know what buttons to put these on because I'm not quite sure. I think it'll make sense to do that. Whoops. This. I actually don't know. Maybe this is better. It depends on how comfortable I am with pressing the button. Oh, I haven't I haven't even looted. Oops. Okay, and more set of enemies. Okay, I'm not really saying anything again, just thinking at this point. Why is nothing spawning? Okay, nothing just likes to spawn for some reason. Okay, just need one more. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, here we go. I still need a little more bit of grinding just to get to the next level. I just go to... let's go back. And teleport ourselves to... Teleport ourselves to... where exactly? Orbis. Oh gosh. Oops. Will this be faster? I don't think so, but I just want to check. How many arm inches? Okay, let's see. I want to be level 100 already, but I had to wait. I had to wait. Should have been an easier way to grind. Well, there's a lot of ones here. God, I can't wait to change the damage skin. I think the thing, they give us one at level 150, so I won't have to need one for too, like wait to get one for too long. And also make sure to do these because I get free XP. Oh gosh, I'm gonna die. Make sure I don't die. Here. Is that a lot of XP? Yes, it is. We're at level 70. Just what I wanted. Oh wait, what is the... Oh wait. It would give us this. Makes it appropriation as this going to be like one carrot. Okay. Okay. Is there anything? Orbis at this point now. I did the quest. I think it'll be easier to do the quest because it gives us good EXP for a bit. First, let's go grind a little bit. Actually, we have to go back anyway because I need to sell some items. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to sell all these items. Oops, don't sell that. Don't sell these. I usually sell these things to other players because I don't really use them for crafting. And it's good money. Because I do need to upgrade those arcane symbols on my main, and they are so expensive to upgrade. Okay, let's see. Oh right, quest. Oh my god, the dogs. Okay, so this one we just had to break a bunch of bottles. I mean boxes, not bottles. Oh, that was unfortunate. Yep, this is what we're doing on the stream. Doing quests, which involve breaking boxes. Loot. So let's go buy a bunch of this so yeah, our little follower thing doesn't perish. Oops. Ah, stop pressing the wrong button. So many times. Okay, let's try to get these push bottles. I always do these quests when I'm like level 70 because I don't really feel like grinding from 70 to 75. For some reason, I'm not so lucky today. It's usually really fast. Okay. And my thread. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're done with that quest. Okay. Okay, now let's go to grinding. Okay. Again, not really much I can talk about. I pretty much just talked about everything that was on my mind today. And possibly anything I might have forgotten to mention yesterday. Oops. Okay, let's see. I just need a few more items from this, and then with this quest, and then we have to do the other quest. And the dogs. There you go. Wait, get it. Oh my gosh. The dog. The dog tried to enter my room and I'm like, no, I'm streaming. And also there's more than one dog in the house, so if this dog enters my room, the other one's gonna get angry, and I'm like, oh no. I don't want to deal with that on stream. Also, someone was in there, so I had to leave. Oh, there it is. Quest item. Oh my god, press the buttons. Oh my god, press the buttons. Also, it's easier to do this quest at the same time, so, you know. Oops, don't sell those. Buttons quickly. And for some reason, this quest wants me to travel all the way to the location manually, which makes no sense, considering. I didn't realize I gained 2 levels. Oh, I forgot. So what I'm subscribed to is playing the Neo Twooey demo today. I don't know if I'm gonna play that myself or not, like on my own time to see how it is. I kind of just want to wait till the actual game instead. Because I already accepted that. I was like, why is it still there? Okay, let's see. Is there anything I do? Ah! No. Okay, what areas? What is the level here? 81. You know what? Let's go there. The grind. Okay, first floor. I feel like I'm always forgetting something, even though I clearly am not. Just like thinking about something, I'm like, why does it feel like I'm missing something important? Let's get rid of that monster life thing. You know, I kind of wonder, why can't you just remove the monster life from the game? Because it's so pointless. I mean, no one liked it when it was added, and certainly no one is even caring about it now, so I'm like, what's even the point? And also with the thing, very much no one liked it because, like, especially, like, even the trailer for it was, like, had so many dislikes. Okay. How many things we do again per head? It's always like between level 70 to 90 that is like the slowest. There's something about it that is like not the funnest, like not fun to level. Oh, that was... I hate when the stupid guide. I wish there's a way to disable it. I'm pretty sure there isn't, because if there was, I would have tried it by now. Is there anything? And there isn't, which sucks. Because it's like, I play so many characters. I already know all these little things about stuff. There we go. Now it's maxed out so I could use it. No, it's so random, but I like if there's like a lot of buffs. Like, well, not too many buffs, but like, you know, skills that are like just like time limited. I don't know, it just said it makes some of the keys easier to input because a set number of keys I have are like just for those kind of buffs. So, active buffs. So. Cause like at a certain point when I was like over the years as I played Maplestory and started being familiar with hotkeys, quick slots. I get just like somehow like the way I set it up makes it the most comfortable for my hands to press the buttons. And also, speaking of which, because of all that, it makes typing so much like it made me it's weird to think about, but I don't know if it's weird, but it made me a better typer because I know which buttons to press all the time because of what skills I put them on. As I just remember, like, back when I was in high school, like, one of my classes did, like, a bit of practice, and we had to type, like, these, like, things correctly into like this thing. It's like kind of like a mini quiz that lasts about like 5 minutes. And I was the only one in my class that answered so many of them in such a short time. Because I was so good at using the keyboard and switching the letters to the with the accents above them like really fast. And since that was like I think 2013, 2014. It was obviously when I played a lot of Maplestory. I mean, I've been playing Maplestory since 2009. It's insane. It's now officially 12 years since I started playing it. Or is it almost? Was it June or July of 2009 that I started? Whenever the Cygnus Nights came out, basically like a few weeks before the Cygnus Nights were released. My EXP. Oh wow, that's a lot. Even gain a level. Oh, I didn't even do this one yet. I don't know what to put it on yet. Let's put it there until we figure it out. Let's do this one. Let's do the required skills first, even though we upgrade them all anyway. Just because. Why not? Oh, weapon. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's level 90. Fun. Get the weight. See if I can get to level 100. at least be level 100, so maybe I could actually grind on my own time afterwards. Also check... What's the level here? 91. Okay, we can't really go there. It's easier to just do this. Yeah, I want to try to get to level 100 on stream. Also, maybe do some quests on the side so it's a bit faster to even level up. And after we get to 75, maybe. Oh, Maple Lines. I forgot that was a quest. Okay, we'll do that in a bit. Go loot. Can we go back to town real quick? There. Oh, I don't know. I know there's probably no dialogue, but I like to have the sound effects for this anyway. Wait, I want to check something. I want to sell the items first. Oh, don't sell that yet. Okay, let's do this quest real quick. Yeah, because like there's always unique dialogue, so I kind of want to make sure I record this. Oh, Kain, do you know about the Maple Alliance? It's a coalition of groups here in Maple World, all fighting against the Black Mage. And it does include warriors from Grandis, who came here through Pantheon. Would you like to join? You'd be more than welcome. We're in touch with the Shadow Dealers, and Fennel, of course, and they all highly recommended you. Did she run a background check on me? If they have access to that kind of intel, it could help me out in the long run. What's my move here? If you're interested, I can send you to meet with the Alliance forces in Erev. I mean, everyone accepts it anyway, because it's a quest that every character gets. You made the right choice. Once you arrive in Erev, speak with Nineheart. He'll know who you are. Has Erev actually have an actual pronunciation, or I'm just always mispronouncing it every time? Just like how I cannot... how... That scared me. God, that was loud. Like how so many people, like everyone in the English community, cannot pronounce a certain word in Genshin, no matter what. We're not gonna speak of it here because it's Maplestory, not Genshin. Welcome to Reeve, the island of the Empress. I'm Nineheart, the Cygnus Knights' tactician. It must be Kain. I've heard a lot about you. Welcome. I got my throat. I still kind of regret not recording like the Maple Alliance quest for Kinesis, because Kinesis had quite the unique scene with his, so missed opportunity. But it's pretty easy to level him up, so all of you could witness it yourselves anyway. Empress Cygnus has been eager to discuss your prospects in the Alliance. Would you like to meet her? If you're ready, I can present you to her now. Okay. Right, just to the right of me. It's wonderful to finally meet you in person, Kain. I am Cygnus, Empress of Reeve. As you know, Maple World and Grandis are connected now. The fate of one is tied to the other. Well, quite literally, they're the same world initially, before everything in the past happened. To put it plainly, we are desperate to have great heroes like you fighting alongside us. Kain, please join forces with the heroes of Maple World and Grandis. This will prove to all that you are a full-fledged member of the Maple Alliance. I hope you find it useful. May the Alliance serve the needs of all. And then we just have the same thing. Yeah. Okay, just go through this thing to get the quest gone. Oh, the dog's sleeping. It's a surprise that he hasn't started barking this entire time it's streamed. Okay. Oh, the music! Alright, we can take out the sound effects now. I love the music here so much. The music in this game is so beautiful. Also, I'm so close to starting the Tenebrous story as well. On my main. Like, as an actual addition. Because as you all know, Tenebrous was an event. But now it's been permanent content for a long time now. And I never did it because I was an idiot, again, not reading the patch notes. Always read the patch notes. So you know that the event, that the story that's released is currently available to all people for a certain amount of time. Because guess what? That's how I didn't read the patch notes, so I thought you actually had to be level 245 or something. Yeah, I learned my lesson with the Glory update and did the Glory update when it was released. As an event. The Cernium, I mean. The Glory update is just the name of the update. But yeah, lesson learned since that point in time. Loot. There we go. Someone's there anyway. That my throat. There's so many monsters. I wish they just removed that. Like, from the game, no one uses it. Like, no one I mean, there's still people messing with it, but it's not like, probably like too much interest there. Just kind of getting rid of them so I don't have to deal with getting their invitations anymore. let's keep going. Did I? Oh, I already did. I'm just collecting stuff. I think there's a quest that requires these, which is why I'm taking them. Oh, I still need the thing. Right. I kind of forgot. Fun. Oh, I can't wait for next week, though. I really want Kaza to be released already in Genshin. I want to get him so much. Even though I have no idea how to set up a party with him. I think my Genshin is I don't care, like, about, like, team setup. Like, proper, very good team setup. Okay, maybe for Abyss, but for, just for fun, I don't care. Let's get a few more. And now that I think about it, okay, I just remembered. So I think I mentioned this a few times in the past, but as you all know, again, I read webcomics. But there was this one webcomic I read, like, back in 2018. I read it for a good few months, like, I think at least until early 2020, I think. Because around that point, I just completely given up on reading it because... Okay, the thing is, it's not a bad story, but there was this character who was absolutely, like, the worst. I know it's fiction, obviously, but it's like that character irritated me so much that I had to stop reading it because I know I know things obviously get better after a while, but it's like that character, but having to read through what this character is doing for who knows how long with no certainty of what happens next. I was at the point where I was just like, I don't know, like, I don't know what to say. Like, just... Like, I hated that character so much. But yeah, that character was, like, the worst. That it actually made me stop reading this story. I definitely am certain that things have gotten better between the characters, but it's like, at the time, I couldn't handle that character at all. They were the worst. I don't know if I should mention what the webcomic's called. Like, the webcomic is genuinely, it's really good. And don't get me wrong, it actually is a good story. I just really hated that character that I couldn't bring myself to keep reading. I'll say that I might consider reading it again if someone were to tell me if it does get better. Like, if, like, that character, like, at least, like, is no longer, like, trying to torment one of the main characters anymore. Because, I'll give a hint. If anyone reads the webcomic on Webtoons, it's the character that... Okay, basically it's about, like, characters, like, gaming or something. And, the character in question is someone who... Basically, they were kind of like fooled, basically. But not just that. In revenge, they decide to reveal that character's personal info in the story. And that led her to having not a very easy time in her life, in her personal life. Because, you know, obviously, the smart person, like, would separate the fictional reality of a game from her real self, which is literally what she's always done. But this person ruins it by actually, you know, making people know who she is from simply literally playing a game. And also this made her, like, stop being friends with 2 other people who were her, friends in the game. Like, but she was also friends with them in real life. And I kind of wonder, does things even get better? Like, I want to know, at least between her and her friends, like, I want to know that. If I kind of want to read the story again, but I want to know if things actually get better between these characters. Because that whole thing, that one character infuriates me. I mean, that proves the story is pretty well written in that sense. But still, I don't. But still, I really want to know. I honestly want to know if things actually do get better. It's been several months, although even if it's kind of hard to get back into something unless I get the extreme motivation to do so. But still, that webcomic, like, I enjoyed it, but that character infuriates me. So I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's keep doing this. And also, now that you think about it, I always randomly mention that webcomic so much, but it's just because, like, it's a good story, but it was like one of the stories where I absolutely despised the character to no end because of what they've done. And to be fair, everyone would agree. I'm surprised that some people still kept reading, like, past me. And it's the character in the story, by the way. I know that, but it's like, that character makes me so mad. I couldn't keep reading. Trying to do this. What time is it? Oh, it's 1 o'clock for me. Do these quests. What? Oh, portal. Let's do that. Always do these, especially high level. Any kind of EXP is good EXP. Did we level up? Yes, we did. Another thing about it, okay, you know how I mentioned that whole like webcomic? I know there is another webcomic. Sorry if I raised my voice. Webcomic I read, which pretty much has a similar situation where there is a very like horrible person or like character we all don't like. What's the difference in why, like, how I'm able to keep reading that one as opposed to the other one is because that webcomic starts off with the characters older, like a glimpse in the future, like when they're like probably college student age. Like it starts off being like that. Oh god, my throat. Like it starts off with them like a glimpse in their future when they're like at least like college age, like early college age, so like old enough to live on their own in like apartment-ish building. Like it's because we have a glimpse of the future where things obviously, okay, not so much better, but at least like these characters are like not like they're making their own decisions. They don't have like adults come like trying to be like, oh, you shouldn't be like close to this person or something. Person as in like people who are actually genuinely good and like, because like one moment in the story was when this person is like clearly has called for help but thinks they've done something wrong, even though we obviously know what actually happened as the reader. And like what helped me keep reading it despite like moments like that is because we have a glimpse of the characters' futures where things are, you know, have gotten better between a few characters, which I really appreciate. And it's kind of weird to see people like in the top comments being like saying these things, and it's like, you guys do realize we've had a glimpse of the future, right? Like 3 times. And I'm like, why are some people in the comments being like, oh no, what's gonna happen? Like, or it's like, oh no, this accident happened. It's like, I'm scared that this character's not gonna make it. It's like, we literally saw the character alive in the very beginning, in the glimpse of the future. I don't know what this person's talking about. It's so weird because it's like, something happened to one of the characters that they had to be like, get treatment for. And it's like, people literally were like, oh my gosh, this character's gonna die. And I'm like, we literally saw them alive and well in probably like their early 20s in the prologue of the story. What are you talking about? It makes me so concerned. I'm just like, are people not paying attention anymore? Like, remembering that or something? I'm concerned. So it's like, you know, I'm like, why are people like this sometimes? It feels like I'm like one of the few people in the store, like who's reading the story, who actually still remembers all this. And I'm like, huh. I'm honestly not surprised anymore, but still. I do want to finish this real quick. Let me just like get these 2 quests done. And then I'll end the stream. Because I've been going on for a while and I don't think I will get to level 100 today. I will probably get to like level 99 or something before next stream. And then we'll go from there. and also my next stream will be on Tuesday because I have things to do on Monday, so I can't really stream on that day. Okay, scroll. Come on, scroll. Oh, yeah, this quest. Yeah, I'll do this on my own time. Like between streams. And also, after Tuesday, where I should be level 100, and the next, like, story-like stuff will be, like, level 200 after that. Yeah, anyways, that will be all for today's stream. Okay. Well, I mean, there was things happening. We gained at least, I was level 33 when I started. I gained about, like, 43 levels, I think. Yeah, 43 levels today. Wait. No, 44. 44, anyways. Gained about 44 levels today. Good progress. Almost, like, 45 levels, but, I'll do. Yeah. I'm just gonna level up to maybe level 99 or close to it for the next stream. So I can show you guys the, quest, the job advancement for that, and, we'll go from there, like, still be streaming some level grinding and try to make a lot of progress on my own time so we get closer and closer to level 200. Because I'm going to be streaming Kain until he's level, well, 200. So, yeah. I cannot wait for that. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.